We're here in Darfield, or as it's better known, I believe, the Field of Dreams, because let's be honest, in this sprawling metropolis, anything is possible. The Field of Dreams. Take Lewis's park. It's a good way to start the day. I'm Marcus Taylor. I'm a vet and I've been navigating the veterinary industry for about 10 years, mostly working with farm animals, but some companion animals too, and the odd wild bird. Now we're here at Braided River Vets. It's a beautiful clinic out here in Darfield. I've been invited by my friend Lewis to explore his clinic and see, are there other vets out there in the industry facing ups and downs, because it's an industry with some major hurdles, or is it just me? It's springtime, so there's going to be lots going on. Hopefully we're going to see some calvings, maybe some lambings, plenty of action. Let's see what we find. Hopefully he's in here. It's my first time, so I think this is their office. Lewis.
Marcus, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. How are you?
Good. You well?
Yeah, I've been good. This is the place.
This is it. This is where the magic happens.
It's springtime, so what's going to happen?
Oh, anything.
It's a mystery.
We've had day last week. We had 10 calvings come in within 3 hours. So
10 within 3 hours.
So
how'd you manage that? That's nuts.
Prioritise. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. I'm Marcus. I came here like many years ago.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, we'll get some gear together and then we'll have a look at this girl.
Lewis has been called to a heifer calving. A heifer is a young cow that hasn't yet given birth to a calf, and calving difficulty is more common in heifers.
You show me where you want to put it and then I'll double check here. Yeah. Sort of.
Lewis has a student with him seeing practice, so he's teaching her as he works.
Perfect, look at that. It's better than I did it. It'll be in there somewhere. You're right, Gil, you're right. Oh, yeah, put this there. Oh, yes, fair way back. Yeah. No, you've got to get your ear right up to her bum hole there, Matt. Here, just put it onto your hands if you want. The shoulder's quite a way back, and her legs kind of tucked underneath like that. Okay. So Georgia's just seeing if she can bring that up a little bit. Yep.
So you want the calf to come out like Superman, don't you? Both feet forward.
Yeah, the normal birthing position.
Yeah.
Put a rope on the head and just pop it into the pelvis so it doesn't bugger off on us. If you can get your feet here and a nose here, that calf will come out. The only thing you really want to look out for is when the feet start to cross, because it means those shoulders are getting tight. Yeah. Guide that head out. That'll be the sore bit. Good girl. A little bit tight on the shoulders, isn't it? Come on, love. Okay, we got the worst of it through.
Unfortunately, no sign of life from the calf, but that's quite common when they've had a hard calving. How did she feel afterwards?
Good. Yeah. So no tears in there.
Do you normally do calvings with this many people watching, Lewis?
Oh, I was going to say it's the first time I carved a cow to Alanis Morissette. Beauty. So she's just giving her pain relief and then some oxytocin. Good. I'll leave you your paraphernalia.
Thank you.
Where do you want to?
We'll let her in.
Righto, on to the next one.
Well, I've just been writing on a bit of paper and Lewis has got a whole automated system getting the notes to the farmer.
Meet you guys together.
Yeah.
How has it been, navigating, owning a clinic along with Paul?
Yeah, it's interesting, eh? Like, I mean, it's definitely stressful.
Yeah.
And when we first started out, like, we were well prepared, but then it hits and you're like, oh, there's all this other stuff you've got to do.
Yeah. Because what is there, 12 employees or?
Probably like 13 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big practice then.
Yeah, I know,
especially because
that's
it's so young, a few years old.
Yeah, 2 years in. I always wanted to be a vet, but I never had a good reason for it. I used to go to a vet clinic in Ashford and Riverside before they were vetting, and they had fish tanks there. And I was like, oh, how cool would it be to work somewhere with fish tanks? Because I was this like little nerd that loved fish.
Brilliant.
And then never came up with a better idea.
Brilliant. Do you have a fish tank or?
No.
Get you a fish tank.
It's written down somewhere. It's like, one day there'll be a fish tank in a clinic. You know, like, I own it.
Yeah, I look forward to coming and visiting the fish.
Yeah.
No goldfish. You're going to go full send. There'll be a whale shark swimming above my head when I come and visit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how have you coped with some of those stresses, like with managing a practice? And I mean, the veterinary industry in general seems pretty stressful with all the calls and hours, but then managing a practice on top of that.
I think, like, there's a couple of things that have been really good for me. Like, I like to get away from work, either mentally or physically. Like, I found that really tough the first 2 or 3 months, where it was like, go to work, come home, dinner, kids to bed, and then you're like 3 or 4 hours of work, and then, you know, sleep, rinse, repeat. Like, that was like, I had to put my hand up to Paul and like, dude, I'm like not coping. Like this isn't sustainable. So that was like, speaking up was pretty important. Even though I felt uncomfortable about it. I play indoor soccer once a week on Thursday nights.
Nice.
Have a beer, run around, no training, just, you know, have a laugh.
Pull a few hamstrings.
Talk about how badly you were wronged in this, you know, meaningless social soccer competition, you know, like...
by the 17-year-old ref who's getting paid minimum wage.
Yeah, exactly. Probably cash.
And you mentioned, like, that you needed to speak up at one point. I mean, the alternative would have been that you potentially could have burned out, and that would have been even
easily. I could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting at the table one night, and my wife's just like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I just got to get this done. Like, if I don't do this today, like, it's twice tomorrow. And she's like, you can't keep doing that. I'm like, yeah, I know. It'll get better. You know, we'll find more time. And then you're just like, no, I'm not gonna find time. Like, I need to hand this over to someone else.
This is a good pie.
Oh, Paul. How you getting on, mate? That's right, yeah, I'll come do that. Roger. We've got an LDA surgery for at some stage today.
Yes, that is so good. Twisted stomach.
Twisted stomach.
Come on.
Lewis is listening for pings. Sounds like one of those cheap plastic balls from the warehouse getting bounced, ding, 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 on the floor. And that's just because the abomasum is so tight when it's down in this displaced position, and it makes a pinging sound.
No, you can definitely hear a ping on there.
So there's like a circle, sort of like this, where the pings are. So we think the stomach's moved up into this position, where it obviously shouldn't be. So the corrective surgery is going to move that back down and around to where it should be. So they can either kind of tuck down underneath and pop up here, or they can twist where they are, which is called an RDA, which can be quite a lot worse because they actually twist and all the blood vessels and everything can get constricted, and it can lead to like a toxic episode. So these ones can have pretty good prognoses.
So have you seen these blocks before, Georgia? Through there into the muscle.
Scrubbing cows. Do you reckon if I wore a bikini I could charge money for doing this?
I think if you wore a bikini you'd get charged, Marcus.
Shit, it's alright. Full recovery.
So I'm just slowly dissecting through the different muscle layers. So that suck of gas means we're in the abdomen. There's a big curtain of mesentery that hangs down. So I've got to get onto the back of the rumen on the other side, because there's obviously that gas in there. It means it's quite big, difficult to move. So if I can deflate it a little bit by just moving that gas along.
Yeah.
Oh, even on here, it should be good.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, I've got my hand over it now.
So it's not drum tight.
No, it's not.
It won't go down.
Yeah,
So we'll get this needle.
the size of a large pumpkin. So Lewis is just going to put a needle in it, get the gas out so it's easy to pull down and around.
This is the tricky bit. Taking the
Good
needle
luck.
in and not either A, stabbing myself, or B, stabbing the cow.
It's a very delicate manoeuvre, holding a needle, navigating past all the organs you don't want to deflate to the one you do want to deflate. Whew. You're in the right spot at least. So you deflated it, then you reached underneath, grabbed it and pulled it
Yeah.
round.
Actually, do you want to just hold that for a sec, Marcus? That'd be bloody handy, wouldn't it? I could stitch your fingers in there if you just hold it there for the birthing pattern.
Use this piece to anchor the stomach back in the right position, otherwise it'll just go back around onto that left side where it's not supposed to be.
Oh, you bugger. Should be right. Yeah, so she'll get antibiotics, anti-inflammatories. And so it diverts like that. Righto, we'll get some other drugs into her and then we'll do her friend.
It's interesting to be not the one with my hands. Well, I did have my hands in there, but my hands in there the whole time. It's quite cool actually to see another vet that I went to school with in his element too. He's done a really good job there. Quick and tidy. I think they know you're helping them eventually. Like at first they're like, what are you doing? Then they kind of figure it out. At least that's what I tell myself.
I'll just put that antibiotic spray on now to keep the surface of the wound nice and clean. Oh, I hate this stuff. Betamox, you used to spend, Vetramoxin and Betamox, you spend just like most of your day shaking blooming bottles, but... Shaking bottles, yep, I have, Marcus, thank you. You're a bastard. Yeah, perfect. Give it a good rub.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Back, leg back.
Yeah, I haven't been out here at midnight
That's
yet this
so
year.
nice.
It's,
That's
it's been quite nice.
So we're the, you know.
What do you think like about the veterinary industry as a whole in terms of the level of responsibility and stress that vets experience?
I don't know, like I've had mates that have probably left the industry for it or because of it. I think clients' expectations is pretty full on. And not like in a bad way, like they either, if it's small animals, they want the best for their animal, or if it's a farming business, so a dairy farm or a sheep and beef farm, they've got financial pressures, they've got staff, they've got animals they want to keep healthy, they want to produce a good product. But often, the reality is when we're on farm, something's gone wrong. And if something goes wrong in a big way, there's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And that I think we can sometimes, we kind of feel like that burden's on us. Whereas the reality is there's a lot of professionals involved in it. If it's gone wrong, we should have done better, or that sort of thing. So that can be a bit of a burden. And sometimes you get, you turn up and they're having a shit day, and you might wear it because you're there, and I've got a problem and sort it out, and they've, especially springtime, they're feeding calves, they're milking cows, they're calving cows, they're bringing cows back from runoffs. Like, there's so much stuff going on. They probably had a staff member up and leave, calving the other day, and you're mucking around for sort of half an hour, and you've got the head through, sweet, and we're nice and gentle, pulling a bit of lube, and we get it done. And you're like, nice, oh good, and everyone's happy, and then you do your usual check in there, tears and spares, and you're like, oh, there's this huge hole in her uterus, and you've got to turn around to the guy and be like, she's buggered, like, sorry man, but she's torn. And he's like, what do you mean? What can we do? And you're like, nothing, like, that's it. Yeah. Put this perfectly healthy looking cow in a paddock and shoot it, like. And you just, you feel a bit gutted about that, but dude, sorry man. Yeah. And here's a $400 bill.
They still have to pay, that's right.
But it feels awkward. It feels really awkward.
Yeah. You mentioned like some of your classmates ended up leaving the industry. Do you think, I talk to a lot of people, they want to become vets. Yeah. Do you think it is a profession for everybody, or is there a certain resilience? And
it's a profession that the people that get into it, like, genuinely, they love animals, they want to make a difference. It's not about the animals, so it's, as stupid as that sounds, like, every animal has an owner. Like, you're not running around in the wilderness just catching animals and fixing them. Like, there's a person involved, and it's a business. Yeah. So when you fix that animal, you've then got to charge the person for it. And your vet school training is so focused on find the problem, fix the problem. These are the diagnoses. This is how you do this. This is the surgery. Probably when we were going through, they were like bringing in those soft skills and the dealing with clients. But it's, when you look at your training, it was a tiny percent of what you do.
It's like 1-2%.
Yeah. And then you come out in the world and you're like, every animal has a person. Yeah. And it's like, okay, so at least 50% of my job is people. It's challenging to navigate that, I reckon. And I think that's probably one of the reasons. And then just the, like, some of the workload, is wild. And then you've got small animal guys that euthanasias and how that weighs on you if you're doing a large volume of them. It's a lot. So I think if you go into it with, I love animals and I want to fix them and save them, and then what the actual job is quite different, especially the dairy industry. You've got economic constraints, you've got practicalities of what you can actually do with an animal. So I don't think the job probably lines up with your expectations when you go into the degree. Yeah. But I wouldn't want to put people off either and be like, it's hard. You don't want to dull that enthusiasm.
It's sort of like a job of averages. Like, there's some horrible moments and some fantastic moments.
Yes.
So you end up looking at, like, are you able to manage those up and downs and that roller coaster kind of experience?
They talk about work-life balance or, your mental health, but like, what does that look like? What are some strategies? What are some protective factors? All that sort of stuff to try and help people sort of understand how to have a healthy relationship to the job. And having good people around you is key. Like, you can't do it alone.
Yeah, if people are in a clinic where they don't feel like they can talk to their colleagues about those challenges, that could be quite difficult, I imagine.
Yeah, or small clinics where you just don't have that many people to talk to, or isolated rural areas would be pretty tough. Or even just first job out of uni, you're moving somewhere new. Yeah. Don't know anyone. You hope you get on with everyone at work. If you don't, then I can imagine that'd be pretty isolating too. So if you're not an emergency, or how many people can you list on your hand that you could call? And I think they feel like, I'm not coping. Everyone around me seems to be coping. Like, it's my fault. Right. Whereas it's just like, well, probably half the people around them aren't coping either, but no one's talking about it. Yeah. But like, it's not your fault. Like, but people don't feel, and I get it. Like, just don't feel comfortable enough to be like, hey, I'm not managing with this, the workload or the job or whatever it is.
And I think 99% of the time you actually can share to that person that's around you, but you kind of think, I can't. But at least in my experience, most of the time when I have reached out to someone, they've been, appreciative of that, and they 100%. Haven't judged me, or
most of the time you say something like, feeling the exact same thing.
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
This is a shared experience. Yeah.
I do remember in Canada, one day I had to put down, it was either 4 or 5 dogs in one day, and they were like almost back to back.
It's very brutal.
And that was a really hard day, so I can definitely relate to those, having those hard days. And you know, or the farmer calls you and there's an outbreak of bloat or something like acidosis, or there's a disease that swept through the herd, and then you're in the midst of that storm, like you mentioned. That's really stressful on the farmer for one, and then also on the vet who's trying to help the farmer.
You can have some like serious disasters.
Yeah.
I remember one of the girls I used to work with, her first night on call, and she rang me, and it sounds weird, but I laugh because she's like, I've just had a call and a farmer's just stabbed 60 cows for bloat.
Oh, whoa, 60.
I was just like, you poor bugger, like,
oh man.
you know, this is your first night on call. And she's like, what do I do? Like, I'm like, well, I know that phone call, if you're, say, like, maybe you didn't feel comfortable to ring someone.
Yeah.
You know, or you went out and dealt with it, or, you know.
Tried to stitch up all 60 of them
through
the whole night.
Whereas the whole clinic went out. There was like 8 people out there stitching up cows the next day. So, but yeah, that's the sort of call you could get, and it's like, bloody hell. Yeah, it is packing it in. I'm gonna get a cup of tea. Right, yeah. Pop them up there, wherever we look.
What's the dog's name? Posh. Posh. Awesome name.
Right. So yeah, you reckon he was just working and then...
a little bit later on. Yeah, like, that was the last bit. We just mustered like, all the cows up top. And then she, I told her to go get the gate, and I just whipped her out, and then she got up there, she was just no weight being, but it's just people up there, and it's sort of swelled up through there.
Right, I'll get you just to chuck a hand under her muzzle, and I'll have a little... Yeah, there's a little cut. It's the most innocuous looking little cut, but I'm a little bit worried that I can't feel her patella tendon. Oh, is that a bit sore, buddy? It seemed a bit mean, but I want to see. No, she's not waiting that at all, eh? Like you can feel just in here, that's her patella ligament. So the ligament that connects your kneecap down here.
Yeah, okay.
And so that controls all that movement. On this side, you can feel it just goes straight in.
Yeah.
And so even when I do this, which should put tension on it,
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
there's nothing there. So I'm worried that what she's actually done is either avulsed it, which means she's popped the tendon off that part of the bone, off the tibia,
Yeah.
or she's severed it. Because that like if the puncture wound wasn't there, I'd say it was an avulsion.
Yeah, but
Because there's a puncture wound, it could be a cut. Yeah, I think she's going to we'll have to refer her in and get her an x-ray and get it worked up by the ortho guys to see what the options are. You can still feel that.
In there.
Yeah.
Is it there?
Yeah.
In there.
And there's just nothing in that other one.
Yeah.
X-rays is the next step, and just find out basically how bad it is, and then they'll give you an idea of what you're looking at. All right, thanks for bringing her in, man. Sorry it wasn't a... Yeah, I know.
Nah, thank you.
But I want to give you the realistic one anyway, so that you're not blindsided tomorrow.
Right, thank you.
All right, cheers, Tim.
Thank you. That's a bit of a bugger.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, it felt like that tendon wasn't where it should be, at least.
Wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I feel you feel for them because it's probably one of his good dogs, and anytime you've got orthopedics involved, it's
You're talking thousands, not hundreds.
specialised training, specialised gear. They're a working dog. They're a high performance machine. It's not just a matter of getting them walking on a lead. They're bloody tough decisions, and I know I've got some other guys that have had fractures plated and joints fused, and those guys do an incredible job with them. They do an incredible job, but they're never the same dog. Full of positivity. The rain pisses down and we get brought in a dog with a shag knee. So that's vetting.
Yeah.
Go and drown my sorrows in a cup of tea.
That's a great idea, Lewis. The remedy to all veterinary problems.
Problems.
Is it good for the mental health, you reckon, putting the arm?
Anytime you get to cut, it's good for mental health.
Do you think the veterinary industry could do anything to help vets that are, maybe finding it difficult?
NZVA's got all those like local groups. You got the companion animal groups, you got the regional groups, but maybe more of that focus needs to be on creating those support networks. Like there's tools there, but are they not using them because they don't know about them, or are they not using them because like that isn't the best tool? Or maybe there needs to be a bit more consultation on what do people actually need.
Yeah.
And like you can be surrounded by people and feel alone.
Yeah.
So it's like how do you make people feel like they're part of something? If it's not there organically, it's sort of a hard thing to create.
Yeah. And I imagine in some situations taking a bit of time off or reducing your hours in order to kind of, have a think and get your headspace right might be appropriate.
Put my employer's head on is we have to be open to that as well. Because it's all very well being like, hey, I want to go into 4 days a week, but if your employer says,
Yeah, we don't want that,
okay, I'll carry on.
Yeah, keep trucking and you're struggling. Yeah.
So I think,
and I guess taking into account like longevity of vets' careers, if they get thrashed for their first, 4 or 5 years, they might not be able to continue for, the next 20. So it's better that vets sort of pace themselves.
Well, you think you spend 5 years at uni.
Yeah.
And I know, we had our 10-year reunion.
Yeah.
I reckon we'd probably be lucky if 80% were still practicing.
Oh, okay. So maybe like 1 in 5 were doing other things. I mean, I heard the average lifespan is that clinical, period is about 8 years for vets on average before they move either into industry or into a different career. Thanks for having us today, by the way. It's been really good and some cool surgeries, some cool carvings. See you later.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you've got a great team here, and
We've got an awesome team. It makes
really cool to be part of it.
makes life really easy.
Yeah.
A couple of surgeries and they walk away and you've done what you need to do. It's cool.
Those are 3 cows that are gonna be much better off thanks to your efforts today.
Stitch my name into them.
Hero. Yeah, not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear green overalls. So we're wrapping the day up just as the weather's turning in, so it's good timing. It's been a really interesting day. We saw lots of surgeries. It was a heap of fun, and we learnt so much from Lewis about the veterinary industry and some of the mental health challenges. So we look forward to exploring the next clinic. Thanks, mate. Catch you later. See ya.